all. Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the south, more specifically Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. And I'm standing on the location of what may be one of the greatest attractions that I never personally got to visit, and that is the Magic World Amusement Park here in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Now, it went through many iterations over the years, closed down in the mid-90s, but Magic World was an amusement park. It was stocked with fiberglass statues. It was owned by the Sidwell family, who makes fiberglass statues for different attractions around the country. Dinosaurs everywhere, but it just had a bunch of different and unique attractions. There was a train ride that took you all the way around the amusement park. There was a UFO that you could go up inside and watch movies. There was a dark ride, a flying carpet dark ride that simulated flying around on a flying carpet. And there was even an animatronic band known as the Confederate Critters, created by Aaron Fechter at Creative Engineering. It was a Confederacy, Civil War themed music show where all the animals are dressed up as Confederate soldiers. Very, very fascinating and illustrious history to this park. Sadly, as I said, in the mid-90s, the park shut down. They sectioned off different parts of the park and sold them. It is now, in its current incarnation, known as Professor Hacker's Lost Treasure Golf. And the only remaining parts of Magic World are the ship and volcano up here in the front. You can see that ship right there, integrated as part of the mini golf, and that big towering volcano there. So we're gonna head inside of Professor Hacker's Lost Treasure Golf and see if we can see any little bits and pieces left of the amazing attraction once known as Magic World. I guess that is Professor Hacker himself right there. He's got a pith helmet and a monocle, and it looks like he's found a rather large jewel. Train driving through a boat. Looking for the entrance to the attraction. I think this is it over here. Welcome. Through this corridor your adventure awaits. Follow Professor Hacker's trail in search of lost treasure. And here is the creator of Magic World, as well as Professor Hacker's miniature golf, James Sidwell. Alright, to begin our game of golf, we actually have to take a mine train up to the beginning of the course. Pretty interesting. Alright. Zone. Animatronic villains trying to blow up our minecart, it looked like. If you look up here, you can see an actual airplane hanging above the heads of the miniature golfers. The Old Palace Dungeon gives Professor Hacker the creeps. Could there be human bones in the soil under the shackles? Could there be human bones in here? Bones? Human bones? Uh-oh, uh-oh. Do you think could there be human bones in here? Oh, I think I see a couple human bones. Look in here, see if there's human bones. Oh, yep. There's a skull, as well as a thoroughly spooky skeleton right there. A lot of these fun Professor Hacker facts. The path of Professor Hacker's first expedition crisscrossed the German search for means to finance their World War I efforts. Go up these stairs here. I think our next shot is up atop this deck. Now I must say, these balls actually make a really satisfying noise when they get knocked into the cup. Ooh, isn't that nice? This pyramid with that big cobra on it, I've actually seen that cobra, or cobra's very similar to that in old Magic World videos. Quite a few people out today enjoying some mini golf with their families. The waterfall there. Again, that big cobra. Oh, here is a pirate hideout. You know, heavy use of the spooky skeleton theme, but I noticed that there's a couple broken putters that people stashed in there. I guess they got a little frustrated and smashed their putters and hid them in the pirate's tomb. From this vantage point, you can see down in the pond there, they have a massive dinosaur skeleton. Also, quite a few golf balls floating in the water right there. The waterfall. That boat has been smashed on the rocks. See that plane right there? Oh, what do you think is lurking behind these bars? I think it's a bunch of spooky skeletons. Oh, I was right. Spooky skeletons. Yay, I made it. Oh no, it's coming back. Okay. There we go. Stop there, little ball. Please, no comments about my subpar mini golf abilities. I just can't handle the shame. Look at that amazing purple pyramid with that cobra on top. I do always love that mini golf blue tinted water. You can see that waterfall there where that red boat had crashed against the rocks. I guess this was the boat's occupant right there. It's rather terrified. And now we say goodbye to our little green ball. So we knock it down the last hole. Of course, the last hole of any mini golf course is a bottomless pit that swallows your ball. So goodbye, little fellow. So that was the remnants of Magic World here in Pigeon Forge, now known as Professor Hacker's Lost Treasure Golf. But I wanted to check out another Lost Pigeon Forge attraction just a little bit down the road here. Now here we are in a field, just a little bit off the main drag in Pigeon Forge. You can actually see that giant King Kong that greets people for the wax museum over there. But we didn't come here to see King Kong. I wanted to come see this right here. You see there is a giant stadium seating area right here in this field. Now why would people want to watch this field? Will they want to watch grass grow? No. They didn't. want to watch grass grow. Now back in the late 80s, this field that I'm standing in used to be a lake, and you see it's been dried up since then, but it used to be home to an attraction known as Tommy Bartlett's Water Circus. Now anyone who's been to Wisconsin Dells, that name Tommy Bartlett should be very familiar. He has a water ski show as well as a science museum out in Wisconsin Dells. Looks like maybe in the late 80s he had tried to expand his reach a little bit into the Pigeon Forge area, reaching out to other tourist meccas. And this attraction did not last very long. It started in the late 80s, ended in the early 90s. Only a few years of operation, where this was a lake and these were the spectators here watching the water show that would take place. The Tommy Bartlett's Water Circus. And it's just amazing here, just a little bit off that main drag, that noisy main drag on Pigeon Forge, sits this just little field, and in really remarkably good condition is this seating area, which looks like it's hardly been touched in the past several decades. You can just see all the tourist families cheering, the water skiing, the different acts that went on in the water skiing show. These here would be the docks that the water skiers would launch from, take their boats out on this, what appears to be a very, very shallow lake. Alright, appreciate you guys joining me today as we checked out some of the lost attractions here in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. There's Magic World, the amazing amusement park, which is now Professor Hacker's Treasure Golf, and we have Tommy Bartlett's Water Circus, which is now a nondescript field in front of giant stadium seating. If you'd like to see other places I've been, please check the interactive map in the description. If you'd like to help support the channel, consider buying a t-shirt, consider donating to Patreon. A $3 or more donation will get you a postcard once a month. But until next time, this one's in the bag.